It's very hard for teenagers to find jobs these days. I'll show you how to help your kids find the right jobs.
It's almost the 4th of July, and plenty of young people still have not found summer jobs. And here with some advice is career counselor David Bowman, along with teenage entrepreneur Stephanie Sampson. Good morning. How are you?
Nice to see you all again.
Why is the situation so bleak for teenagers this summer?
Oh, it is bleak, Gary and Dana. It's terrible. There are some 30 to 50% fewer jobs this summer than last summer. And that means about a third or third plus teenagers are not connected with jobs this year. And that all has to do with the recession. You know, we have some 8 million people that are out of work currently, unemployed. And many of those have been unemployed since last summer, which means those folks, in many cases, are competing with teens for jobs.
For the same job?
Same job.
So you're suggesting that the teens actually create their own jobs?
Yes, create your own job is a very good way to go in a time like this. And the way it starts is to figure out what you like to do, what the teen likes to do. You know, the old adage, you do best what you best like to do. So look at what the teen does in his or her off time, what they talk about in their off time. Wonderful thing, sailing. Let's say they like to do sailing. Well, why not start a boat cleaning service? You know, take the barnacles off the bottom of the boats and maybe clean the inside. Things like pets, if the teen likes pets. Start a pet sitting service. You know, kennels or so, the pet go into shock frequently when they go into kennels. Start a pet sitting, and then you can clean up the backyard, of course, when the winter season ends. Computers. A very good teen friend of mine started a computer service. You know how you go to a discount store and you get that user-friendly manual? They don't help you. Discount computer stores set up anything. You take that user-friendly manual home. Well, it's not very user-friendly. You take it home and you try to read it. It's impossible unless you're really computer literate. And this teen actually started a business by helping people install computers.
Well, let's find out what led Stephanie to her business. Stephanie, were you always interested in fashion and decorating clothes?
Yeah, I love fashion. I love clothes. I make my own clothes, and that's how I started. My friends really liked what I was wearing, and they said, you know, Stephanie, would you do that for me? Or, you know, I started for their birthdays, maybe as presents. I was doing shoes and hats and shirts, and then they started paying me.
They started paying you?
Well, what does something like this sell for, Stephanie?
About $15.
A T-shirt, $15 with these decorations on. Where do you sell these other than your friends?
Local swap meets at our community college.
And you're doing pretty well, aren't you? Are your friends having trouble getting jobs this summer?
Yeah, a lot of my friends have been looking for jobs since before school let out. No one's hiring.
Did your parents help encourage you with your painting and your creativity?
Yeah, my mom's always been into fashion, and she inspired me.
She did inspire.
What about parents' involvement with this, with their children's job hunting? You know, it's one thing to say, now it's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet, but I should think, bring every pressure you have to bear to get them that first opportunity.
Parents can help. Through networking, you know, 80 to 85% of all jobs are gotten through networking, and the networking process is very simple. It's who do you know that knows who that has the job. A introduces you to friend B, introduces you to friend C. It's a very simple process, and it works. Parents can help by introducing the teen to their friends, their associates, but the key here is the parent and the teen have to decide what they like to do and what skills they bring to the party. Because the network, the people in the network are not mind readers. They don't know the teen, perhaps. So the parent has to say, this teen is very good at computers, this teen is very good at analytical mathematics, or is a terrific writer, or whatever it is, and then talk about those skills and those wants and desires with the network.
Right, I've also read somewhere even a boring job can be good for a youngster.
Well, sometimes it teaches the youngster how to deal with stress.
But let's talk about other entry-level possibilities, such as interning, such as volunteering.
Well, there was a very interesting article today in the Los Angeles Times on the business page talking about interning and how you did. What you have to do is go beyond the headlines, go beyond the want ads. Look at the business section, look at the front section, look for new companies coming to town, look for companies that are expanding, perhaps, that need some extra people. Job sharing, it's a wonderful concept. Coming from Europe to America now. 2 or more people will share a single job. They also share the benefits, the salary, and the pensions. Maybe one person will work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The next person will work Tuesday, Thursday, or maybe one in the mornings and one in the afternoons.
And they will allow even teenagers to do that?
Absolutely. Generally lower-level jobs, clerical jobs, but senior citizens, in many cases, and teenagers are sharing the same job.
Oh, that's
it.
Thanks,
Thank you
David,
both.
very much.
Good luck,
You're welcome.
Stephanie.
Nice to
Thanks,
see you.
David. And we'll be back.